the podcast. We don't know what episode number this is. Is it 108, 109? Can't figure it out. I just taught my niece how to do that. She's like 4 years old. She's like, what's up, brother? And she's like, I'm your niece. I was like, no, you say brother. You say what's up, brother. You say what's up, brother. This is your favorite. We like to say local podcast, but we are not local. Where are we at, boys?
Nolans.
Here
Tales
for
of a Cocktail.
Tales of a Cocktail. Yeah, we're here for Tales of a Cocktail. As always, your host, Isaac Ignacio Bennett, the instigator. I'm going to pick a fight between you guys. I don't know which one, but I'm trying to poke and prod. We'll figure it out.
Let's run this shit.
There you go.
Doing it all week. It's okay.
Don't worry, though. If I go too far, the corporate Nick is always here to keep me in check.
Yeah, corporate Nick in the house. They gave me a vacation. Hopefully I have a job when I get back.
And then the coleslaw corner.
In the coleslaw corner, welcome.
Mike etiquette.
AKA the fifth dentist. If you love it, I hate it. You know how it goes.
Yeah, we wish that was a joke. My man DeConte here.
It is
look,
built in.
all of us will agree we like, quote unquote, Jameson. So we're all doing Jameson. He's doing Crown fucking Royal. This is what he does. He does it on purpose.
It has to be different. That guy.
Let's start the show like we do, as we say here. Shots are like handshakes.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. And then let's introduce the team here.
Can I call Buffalo and Jason right now?
Y'all play Buffalo?
What's Buffalo?
What's Buffalo? It's like a drinking game, bro. You're out with your boys.
It's not like a drinking game. I think it is a drinking game.
It's a drinking game. It's a heavy game. You get caught, you're out with your boys. You get a drink on your right hand. Someone calls Buffalo. You get no matter what it is. You gotta shoot
I've heard that one. Okay, I've heard that one before. Yeah.
No matter what it is.
Is it in your right hand?
Yeah, right hand's open for a handshake, and you can't shake fucking with palmy hands.
Oh, true.
That one and there's another one called the Game of Life. But if I tell you guys, you gotta play for
Yeah,
that.
you gotta play.
Oh, it sounds like we're losing that one already. We don't know the game of life. It sounds like we're losing that already. Oh, I fucked up in game of life. I never went to college. Even if I was like, no, I'm gonna be a cop. I don't need any of that. I sucked at game of life. It was so bad. But let's actually introduce the team here. Nick, these are the people you met. Why don't please go ahead.
These are wonderful folks. I had met Carolina in the Wova app, the beautiful thing that we
shout out Wova app. That thing is primo.
That thing has just saved our life while we're down here.
Oh yeah, if not, we probably wouldn't have done an interview yet. We were like, we're just gonna go and, hi, do you want to do my podcast? Hi, do you want to come back and check out the couch and the cameras we have? It's not porn. It's not porn. I promise.
Yeah, we're not in LA. Yeah, and I saw a couple things on there that attracted me to want to reach out. I saw barbecue. I saw a bartender, and then I saw Miami. So I reached out.
Big barbecue scene in Miami, I heard.
Buddies, and so I figured that getting somebody from probably one of the biggest vacation party cities in America.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Carolina.
I had it yesterday. I was like, Carolina. But then I think somebody walked by and said Carolina. I was like, well, it's Miami, so it probably is Carolina. So, yeah. Yeah. I was like, maybe she's Argentinian, could be,
He
maybe.
literally said that. He was like, yeah, Argentina. I was like, how do you know that? He was like,
You don't know the light-skinned Spanish people, the Argentinians.
I know that.
Yeah.
Like, you just guessed she was from Argentina.
If it's Carolina, then yes. Or she's just a spicy white girl. And that could be very true. There you go. Very, very cool.
I'm a spicy Irish girl.
A spicy Irish girl. Okay. And who are you here with today?
This is Angel, just the general manager for Apocalypse Barbecue. And then
guys?
That's my bar lead, Jason,
Nice to meet you guys.
for Apocalypse Barbecue.
Did you get that right? When you're talking about the bar lead and G? Okay, yeah.
Yep,
I think I went the other way around.
I didn't know who's what position.
Okay.
Last night everything was a blur because she told me, and I was like,
Well, she was talking at you, and then there was also metal music happening. So
So loud.
yeah.
so
Getting
loud.
pushed around.
Yeah, my ears were ringing hard as fuck when I walked out of there.
When you walked out, when I walked out, it was rough. I'm glad this morning I could hear that. I was like, oh, this is good.
You edit, zoom in. You see my dirty shoes? It's Angel's Angel's fault. It is his fault. No, man was hunting for me on the floor like a piss-seeking heat missile.
I didn't know you guys were going to be on that floor. I was like, it's going to be a good podcast tomorrow.
That was a very polite mosh pit, though. Mosh pits are very nice now.
Yeah.
It was soft.
Like people fall and they're like, oh, come on.
I like the juxtaposition here of him saying it's polite and you saying soft. He's politely calling you a soft mix.
Hey man, I wasn't in the mosh pit.
I go to a lot of like local shows in Miami and shit, and like some of those get pretty intense. And I know the show last night. There's some lady that put a sign up that said like, no mosh pits, no stage diving.
Yeah. Oh, I saw the guy rip it up and throw it to the crowd.
Like, fuck yeah, here we go.
Yeah. No, the band printed that. Shout out Biohazard.
Biohazard.
I almost said Bioshock. Shout out Biohazard. Apparently, that was their first show together in a few years. You were mentioning?
Yeah, they just got back together. People that we went to see them were like, yeah, we didn't know if we would ever see them. I was like,
That's sick.
Yeah, they got together in '87.
They made a new fan.
Yeah. First show, the comeback tour. DeConte, did you have fun at the show last night?
Nah, in my dreams I did.
In spirit. Yeah, in spirit.
All right. So, how long have you three been working together at
Apocalypse Bar.
Apocalypse Bar?
So I originally started with the owner at the restaurant before we were officially open. So we've been open for about like a year and
Almost 2 years.
almost 2 years now. Carolina started as like a bar consultant that we're bringing on. We realized how valuable she was probably going to be to the team, so we poached her hard as fuck. And that's how she got started. That was right at the beginning, so we've been working together pretty much since the restaurant opened. Jason here got brought on about a year ago now.
I think I just made a year, not gonna lie.
And how'd you get poached over there? Were you just leaving another spot, or?
I had just left the spot, and I called. Well, me and Gato we've been bartending together for like 5 years before.
Oh, nice. Okay,
More
cool.
than 5 years.
More than 5 years.
More
Yeah,
than 5 years, yeah.
Like well, actually, like 6, 7
Yeah,
years.
because I was at Duffy's first.
That is more than 5. So she's
Yo, if we go back real quick, poach is a strong word. We recruited.
No.
We recruited.
Yeah, you have to say that.
yeah.
I'm also a general manager. You poached.
Poached. Yeah.
That's okay. It's all right. It's not
You
illegal.
swirl the water, you put the egg in. You
This is an
poached.
industry
You
where there
poached.
are no contracts signed.
Bro, it's Miami's one of those spots where it's weird because this is my first time here and like I get very much Miami vibes in this city. And we've been talking to a few people. We ran to a pretty dope general manager yesterday at
His name was actually Jason too.
Jason. What's his name called?
Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao.
Oh, Fogo de Chao, nice.
Oh, you guys
Fogo
went
in
to
here?
Fogo to-
Yeah, like right across the
nice,
street.
yeah.
Oh, there's a Fogo.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
good
Yo,
food, good
Creole Fogo? That sounds good.
Yo, and the way he was talking is like, yo, like there's obviously a lot of options when it comes to like people in this industry. There's not a lot of like quality options though.
Okay.
Not these days.
Yeah, so at
Not these
least
days.
you know when we try to hire with quality, man.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of servers and bartenders, but
Yeah.
actual good quality people that like are down to bring good hospitality is not easy
Yeah.
to find.
It's easy to get a warm body
Yeah,
than anything. Yeah.
So how is your retention rate at the bar? Do you guys, when you have somebody, they tend to stick on, they have a low tenure? Or, because we've worked at places where the bar, behind bar, we've had bartenders that were there for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, but the server door was just revolving. It was like a revolving door. Do you guys have a good retention? You keep a lot of the staff there? or-
man, I would like to think so.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it was rough.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Oh, opening any
and
restaurant's always,
We were
yeah.
blowing up fast. Like our numbers have literally doubled from last year. Like,
Shoo.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
great, no complaints.
crazy.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, I was honest, like we just needed people to work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sometimes just getting a body in there, yeah.
At least at that point, for sure.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it go.
That is one of those when you're in a busy restaurant and if you don't see a lot of staff, you're like, what is going on? But if it's busy and you see staff walking around, you're like, well, they're busy too. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They're not just on the back playing on their phones or something. So gives you a little leeway when you have the bodies
You
in
don't
there.
really have a back to go play on your phone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Check your phones in at the door. Yeah.
It's a small space.
Yeah.
It's so small.
Small space. Like how? Like compared to the room we're in now. Like how many rooms is it? Like is it
I'll say like 2 or 3.
2, 3 of
Yo,
these rooms here?
I could honestly look at this room, and this living room that we're in right here is the size of one of our dining rooms.
Okay.
Then we right where that kitchen counter is like literally where the bar is, and we have another like thin hallway that goes into like a small dining room.
Okay.
49 people is our capacity.
Oh, okay.
We easily exceed
intimate
that.
spot. Nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
That shit is crowded.
I want to say like we're taking care of about over 500 people a day.
Yeah.
God, that's a lot of covers, man.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's a
sound
lot.
What's your guys' price per plate average?
About 20.
20, yeah.
Yeah.
But everything's a la carte, so
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, individual.
barbecue
Okay.
style, Yeah. Yeah. A la carte smart for barbecue.
100%.
For the creeps at home, here's a Bargoyles tip of the day. If you want someone to rub their butt on your shoulder, go to a nice intimate restaurant like the Apocalypse Bar in Miami. You'll get a lot of that. Now, it's going to be Jason rubbing his butt on you, but you're still going to get some ass. So, tip of the day. That's the tip of the day.
That's a good butt to rub on you.
Yeah.
There you go.
You might even get some pork butt after.
Yeah, no, he turned around. I wanted to say to the boys earlier, he's got the body of a TSA agent.
Oh, no.
I've been working as TSA.
Yeah, that joke's been flying the past 2 days.
Man. They got him.
Can't wait to get to the airport on Friday.
We had a TSA story. We didn't tell it earlier, right? This guy. Yeah. We've had this trip planned for how long? About
6 months.
6 months or so. Yeah, fucking least. Do your shit smile right now, bro. We've had this for about like 6 months. Last week we record on Wednesdays typically. So hey, today works out. I go to pick him up, and he's like, "Hey man, full disclosure, I don't have an ID." I was like. So we fly
like 4 days before the trip.
I was like, we fly in like 3-4 days. He goes, yeah, I'll just go to DMV and get one real quick. I was like, you think the DMV is quick? What are we doing here? Luckily, TSA, shout out, y'all helped us out. Mans came through with just the temporary piece of paper, and you had a security license?
Yeah, I have a security license as well, so I gave them that too. And they were just like,
but they shouldn't have worked.
This shouldn't have worked. That shouldn't have worked.
That shouldn't have worked.
But, in Biden's America, you can fly with anything, apparently.
Let's hope it works getting home.
Oh, they screened the heck. They went through every single piece of clothing he had.
Oh, like that? Holy
shit. They go through your whole thing, yeah. If they make you take other steps, they're going to
they go.
Yo, I fucked up
everything.
Through TSA coming here. Yo, that morning we were leaving, there was a stabbing at our airport.
Shout out Miami Airport.
Yeah, fucking man, bro.
It's a 305.
Right when we're going to the TSA, they get in. I go in and they pull my bag to the side. I'm like, fuck. It's because I carry the bag that I take when I go shooting and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, did I leave some dumb shit in there, bro? And literally, I'm looking at them scan my bag, and I see the outline of one of my knives. I'm like, oh. Fuck me, bro.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yo, the homie pulled it out and made eye contact, and he's like, and I'm like, sorry, man, my bad.
Throw it away.
Toss it. What did you do? They just kept it, or they confiscated it?
Yeah, they threw it.
The irony was it like a few minutes before he was talking
We were
shit
talking
about me.
about it. He was like, man, I really hope I took everything out of the bag. Like, I didn't really check it. Like,
yeah, I'm glad the knife was the
He's
only
like,
thing
damn,
they
I have a
found.
knife in there. And I was like, damn, I really hope you don't.
Don't worry, if I fucked up, it's just like a lifelong felony that's going to be on my record forever. I may never be able to fly again, but let's hope.
Paper,
knock on wood.
Apocalypse bar manager.
In local news today, GM on hell. Man.
Well, I guess it is Miami. That's not going to make the news.
Oh, yeah. Get him some fucking street cred, man. Yeah, what the fuck? Get you another job in an industry you don't need to talk about.
There we go, man.
Yeah. He's already supplied up for it.
Bills, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad they just kind of let that slide, though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the homie just looked disappointed at me. It was like,
You know better than this, man. But how do you know I know better than this?
You don't know me, bro. What are we doing? Yeah. I want to ask you guys this. So, as representing 3 different departments within your restaurant, a new employee comes in, let's just say a new server, no experience anywhere else. Which one of you is like the mother chick? Who are they leaning on the most coming into your restaurant?
I would say the whole team, honestly, because as an individual, when you come in, when I first started in the industry, at least, I picked up from everybody.
Yeah.
And that made me into the type of employee I am now.
Yeah.
So I always learn from everybody else. You know what I mean? So I obviously probably tend to lean on somebody more.
Yeah.
But I always spread myself around, at least myself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And that's what I tell people, when they come in and they do their training and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you learn better from a lot of different people. I get that. Would you guys agree with the sentiment there?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We're very heavy on culture there.
Yeah.
And a big part of the culture is
The teamwork.
teamwork, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's when it comes down to the nitty and gritty, teamwork is a fucking big one.
Yeah, service, I feel like, seems like on the outside an individual sport to people. It's not at all.
No way.
You cannot get through a shift on your own. You can't get through half a shift on your own.
At least you can't do it well
No.
while keeping the intention of having the guests have a good time.
Yeah, keeping the standards high. Yeah, there's no way. The standards drop once you start sweating, right?
Because like at the end of the day, no matter what's happening internally, like the guest in front of you is what's important, right?
Yeah,
Because
100%. That's
they
what we're
take
there
time
for.
of their day to like go there and like spend their money and their so.
And you want to have them come back, give them that great time. Give them that.
At the end of the day, we're all doing it together. You know, we're all going through the shit together.
Yeah, so in a spot like yours, that's not like a big space. Do you have a lot of staff, or is it one of those things where you like bring one person on and you hope they stick around and just have a small staff, or like how does that work? Do you
I mean, when we started, we only had like, what, 30 people total? Less than that?
When we started the restaurant?
Yeah, when we
You guys do lunch and dinner, yeah?
Yeah, we
Okay.
started lunch and dinner from the beginning. When we opened the restaurant, we probably started with like a solid 8 people on our team.
Yeah,
It was super small.
couple people up front,
Double
couple
up,
people in
everyone's
the back.
doubling.
Yo,
Yeah.
so we would like about a month or 2 in, like that's when we started popping off. It was just one bartender, one server, me, and maybe 2 to 3 people in the kitchen.
Okay.
And we would get popped, man.
Yeah.
We'd get popped hard. Like I was there running food, expoing in the window. She was bartending while helping me run food, while leaving the bar to take tables, and then the
Right.
servers trying to take orders, and like it was madness.
Yeah.
We pulled through, but like it came back to like we had to help each other out.
Yeah.
Heavy.
That's what builds the culture, though. So that's the culture you have now is because of what happened in the beginning.
Of course.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, that's pretty.
What would you guys say is one of your better selling entrees at the Apocalypse?
brisket.
Brisket and ribs.
Brisket and ribs. Do you guys have a smoker?
We have 4.
How's it? You guys have like an overnight person doing all that?
we have
We 24-hour smokes.
4,000 gallon smokers.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have one 500 gallon. We have a 250 that we don't really use anymore. It's like
Branch, you
retired.
got Coleman.
No,
No,
they're
those
all
are just the
custom.
barrel, just a big old
They're all
like,
custom
oil drums.
made.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Okay, custom.
Honestly, they're as big as his living room. I would say as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
lengthwise, yeah, they're
Okay.
huge.
Each of them, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I cut my chops in a barbecue place. My first management gig, one of my Dixie Bones.
Yeah, my bad.
So barbecue means like a lot to me. That's like almost like why I'm where I am today.
Yo, good barbecue
Because of-
is fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, America runs on that shit. Fuck Duncan.
Fucking Doug.
Yeah, fuck Duncan.
Yo,
Runs on
we came
barbecue.
out. So South Florida itself never had a big barbecue like.
I was just about to get into that. I was like, I wanted to understand.
So the original concept of the restaurant, or at least some of the recipes. So one of our big main items is our coffee-based ribs. So the owner's name is Jeff. Shout out Jeff.
Shout out Jeff.
The
My name's
idea-
Jeff.
So the idea for one of his big recipes is like our cafecito rub. So our barbecue rub, our house barbecue rub, is made with something called Café Bustelo, which is like a Cuban coffee brand.
Oh yeah, the yellow
Right?
can joint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yellow can. Yeah.
So
Come on, coffee guy. You're supposed to know this.
Yeah, he's the coffee. He's the coffee guy.
He doesn't slum and do Cuban coffee. Oh, that's this guy.
Just Ethiopian coffee,
Yeah.
which is
That's my go-to.
Ethiopian.
Yeah, Ethiopian
Yeah.
card.
that's awesome too. Yeah, it's really cool shit.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. That's pretty.
It is. It's a whole process. I don't want to cut off your
No,
story,
you're
but
good,
we went to an Ethiopian spot and he ordered Ethiopian coffee, and it was like a kind of without being disrespectful, like a song and dance to it. The lady came by, would roast the beans, we're like, here you go. I was like, oh, I'm fine. She goes, no, you have to smell. Like it's part of the ritual. I was like, oh yeah. Ooh, I hope he likes it. I don't really do coffee, but thank you for letting me smell.
That's the great thing
Yeah.
about a lot of
Who, like
things.
the hot sand?
No. So traditionally, it's just you grind up the beans. Well, you can roast them, as he said. You roast them up first, and then you grind the beans up, and then it's not like a sand thing. It's more like a.
Oh, you're thinking
like a
Turkish.
base.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's man, I can't describe it. It's like it brings me back home.
Took like 35
He's
minutes.
it's also nostalgic. Yeah.
About to get into that shit.
Yeah.
If you need the caffeine right away, don't do that. It's a whole,
We were
whole song
eating
dance, yeah.
like almost done eating by the time he got his coffee.
Yeah,
No, 100%. Yeah. You ever had coffee for dessert? That's Ethiopian coffee. They bring it at the end of service.
Baklava.
Yeah.
Baklava.
Baklava is fucking fire.
Really big Ethiopian dish, baklava. It's very good.
Yeah. We got a few spots in Miami, but for that shit.
But back to the cafecito rub with a.
So, the original concept, and it kind of ties into what you guys just said. Like, like everything has its culture around it. So, big Miami Cuban culture is making cafe for like people. So you don't just make a cafecito for yourself. The idea is you make it and then you bring it to your friends, and then all of you share it. And that ties into what Jeff wanted to bring into barbecue.
Yeah.
Which is barbecue is not like a solo dolo meal. Like you go with your homies and like
Yeah.
you're there enjoying that shit with you and your family. So he got cafe bustelo. He made that shit into a rub. From there, he made a barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Put that shit on some ribs, and fucking here we are.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like to say barbecue is a verb. You know what I mean? Like you do barbecue. So it's like, yeah, it's a communal thing. Like I'm not gonna get like a whole rack of ribs for myself and just sit on my big green egg. You know what I mean? If I'm cooking on my big green egg, I got 7 people in my house ready for it. You know?
How are your neighbors with the smoke? Or do you guys have like a standalone location? Are you in a plaza?
We're
like,
actually on a golf course.
you're at,
Nice.
primo, man. Bro. Are we on the back 9? I've been smelling fucking Cafecito barbecue rub for 9 holes. I need to open this one.
We have like we're like in the neighborhood, like kind of like the suburbs, I'll say.
Yeah.
Suburban.
But it doesn't. I don't think it affects them, to be honest, because
Yeah.
we have a lot of property between that.
The
Oh, okay,
the
nice,
golf
yeah.
balls affect the
Yeah,
houses more
I
than
think
we
they're
do.
more worried about the golf
We're
balls.
about to go off balls, yeah.
Yeah, we know that there's a barbecue spot, Hill Country in DC, right off 7th Street, and I've been there a few different times. But I like talking to the neighbor buildings, and I was like, "You guys like to like all day?" I'm just like looking at my salad I brought for lunch, like maybe I should just go to lean. Let me get moist. Let me get some moist brisket again for lunch. So
across the
yeah.
street.
What and as far as drink wise, do you guys have like a signature cocktail?
We got a couple actually. The top seller for us right now is our smoked old fashioned.
Smoked old fat. Okay.
Okay.
So
Going with the smoke theme. I like that.
we kind of do like a different aspect on that smoke though. We don't do what you usually see when you go out, like the whole dome and the smoking. I feel like it's too much. Like you'll want one of those and then you're like, okay, ooh, it was cool, and that's it.
That one's more of the show. Someone, it's Instagrammable.
So for us, we smoke the glass with a dehydrated orange and an amarena cherry.
Okay.
And that way you can get the essence of the smoke without that smoke in your face.
Gotcha.
So we kind of just pull more on your senses on all of that.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, your olfactory sense is the strongest of all the senses.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then the next one after that is our spicy margarita.
Makes sense why you guys
Went
were
to
at
Ghost last night. Yeah, got some spicy.
We use those to
I
twerk.
didn't know. I do spicy foods. I don't like spicy drinks.
He's like, can the next drink not be that spicy? I was like, I think they're all spicy.
Yeah,
Okay.
the grapefruit one
Yeah.
was the one that was not.
Yo, we got some shots and like fuck, these are spicy
Y'all
too,
were
bro.
really yeah.
I just want to say
He
that
grabbed it and I
I
was
grabbed
like,
those
no, I'm not
shots and I
taking
went to
that
that
shot. I
crowd
know
mosh
it's spicy.
pit and I didn't spill it.
You just no, I know you almost knocked him and I over because you came behind the pillar right past us. I was like, who the fuck's this? I was like, good carry. I was like, good fucking carry. Good carry. One hand carry because him and I talked about it. You walked by, you did a 1-hand carry. Someone else walked by. They had 4 drinks in the arm. And I'm like,
oh, not
put it,
industry.
I was like, not industry. They're not with tails. They're not with tails. You know, I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you. You know, we try not to, but we shaved the hell out of that guy, and he was spilling going through the mosh. So you were primo about that. Yeah, the spicy. Yeah, we're not the biggest spicy guy at all,
Yeah,
but
not drinks. I love spicy food. Don't get me wrong. Spicy drinks.
spicy cocktails. But explain more about your spicy margarita while we stop shitting on what she's introducing.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
We hate it. What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, sorry.
We do this cowboy candy. So it's candied jalapenos that we smoke. So we coat them in brown sugar. They get smoked for about 4 hours. And then all of that molasses that's left over, we like filter it out. And then we use that for the spicy margarita. So you're just elevating, those.
I'm about to come. Like, that sounds good. That sounds really fucking good. A good molasses, bro.
It
Yeah,
is
because
fire.
traditionally when you go to a bar, like either they'll have like jalapeno liqueur or they'll muddle some.
They're just money.
Yeah, they just grab a jalapeno out of the bag. No, there's real preparation that goes into yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I see, like what we try to do is we try to get things from like the kitchen as well into like the bar. So we're working with the same ingredients.
Oh, nice. Yeah, a lot of good cross utilization there.
Yeah, which definitely helps with inventory and food costs.
There's nothing more you hate than when you go to a restaurant and like it's just a discombobulated image between what the kitchen's doing and what the bar's doing. And they can both excel, but if there's not kind of that uniform image, it can really mess up. And going with the smoky drinks and the spicy margarita with good barbecue like that, I feel like it has to go hand in
It goes
hand.
perfectly together.
Yeah.
Do y'all brim anything on the spicy margarita? You put a brim on it?
Tahini.
Tahini, oh, okay.
Do a tahini with a dehydrated lime.
With a dehydrated lime. Yeah, nice.
Keep it simple, but the flavors are in there.
Yeah.
What else did we start doing? We started doing.
Yeah, what's the hot drink right now that everyone's getting?
We started. I've always been a big fan of clarified cocktails.
Oh, yeah.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
Clarified cocktails.
Okay. Oh, we've been trying to do some milk clarified drinks on the show. Yeah.
There's not a lot of that in Miami, at least.
Yeah.
Like maybe 1 or 2 bars.
Yeah. Well, there's a little stigma. Actually, for the guests at home, can you explain what a clarified cocktail is?
Yeah, for sure. It's a milk punch process. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was one of the presidents that started doing that process back in the day. But I remember.
Leave it to a white man to be like, I want some milk in my drink. Can I get a little bit of milk in my drink? They're like, Mr. Ford, we don't need to do that, President Ford. He goes, oh, okay, then leaves it and is like, oh, I've invented something. Yeah.
But pretty much is what you do is kind of like making cheese, right? So we make the cocktail, and then we put it in milk, and we let it sit there for about 24 hours. So what the milk does is it curls up and separates all the impurities of it.
Yeah.
All the color dye and all that. So when you filter it out at the end is what you get. It kind of looks like.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
water.
So what cocktail are you guys doing?
So we do 2 cocktails. We do a clarified margarita, kind of like our take on the devil's margarita, because we float a wine on top. So a nice wine floater on top.
I love two-tone drinks, man. Those are always cool.
We do a New York shower.
Okay.
Same thing, same concept.
Clarified. That's sour.
So we have
Lime
those 2,
popper.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked it up. Benjamin Franklin.
There you go.
Hey, Benjamin been drinking, baby. Yo, shout out Big Ben.
He was a pimp too.
Yeah, a pimp with syphilis, but a pimp. Yeah. There we go. All right, let's transition here to the last segment. This is our favorite little game we like to play. Bar enemy, bar friend. This is where we're going to go through a list of questions here. Not going to ask every question, but we're going to try to get questions for the bar, not an individual. Like, we may consider you to be an enemy, you to be a friend, you to be an enemy, but as a team, we're gonna judge you guys there. Shout out, this is the apocalypse. You know, police are going by.
Wild out there.
Just wait till we do our show in Jersey. That's
We're
not going to Jersey.
Yes, we are. We're going to East Rutherford, New Jersey for the World Cup. Calm down, man.
Oh shit, yeah, we might do that.
All right, Decanter, you got some questions? What do you got?
Let's see. I always go for my favorites.
Yes, I'll do it.
All right.
I'm sucking it. I'm sucking it. $50. I'm sucking it.
Wrong count. Wrong count. That's the night. Sorry.
All right, when y'all go out, say with a group or just by yourselves, and you're expecting a group to come, you sit at a table, the waiter asks you, hey, would you like any water? Do you order water just for yourself or for the whole group?
I fucking hate when people order water for the table.
Winner! Bang, 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 bang!
And I'm cool if they drink it. If they don't touch it.
They don't touch it.
That's the most insulting, yeah.
Ice ain't good.
You get the condensated glass, and you have to put your fingers in to take it back.
Don't put your fingers in, that's a health code violation.
Yeah, whatever.
Yo, but then they'll ask for can I get a glass of ice? I'm like, bro, there was ice in there.
There was ice.
There was ice in there.
If you would have drank it when you got it, you would have had an icy drink. Oh, man. Is that the same for you guys? I mean, that is just Jace.
If I need a water, I order my water.
Yeah.
Everybody else can.
I like to order my water. If it's like me and my girl, I'll get it, just 2 of us. If I know she's there. But if it's a big group of us, I just order it for myself.
9 times out of 10, I'm not ordering water though. I'm ordering like a beer and a shot.
Oh, you going straight to it.
Just water and
God
beer.
bless.
Yeah,
A
I do.
menace.
Yeah, I-
Get the bottle, man. Pour another shot. I have a question. So what is the most ridiculous thing someone has said to you in trying to get a free drink? And this is open to everybody.
So that's funny to us real quick because something that we've tried to incorporate in our restaurant is, we get long waits. Like our average wait time to sit in the restaurant is about 2 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
So
People want to come. That's a good sign.
and it's
People
a-
want to come to your place.
highest we've ever had it was like almost 4 hours.
Jeez, and then they showed up.
Yeah. People
Well, that means those ribs were made just for that person.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we get people that are waiting outside. We have some tents outside that we show at the golf course. It's like a waiting area we try to use, but it gets hot. So we give away free beer while you're waiting. It's like a barbecue thing in a lot of spots. That,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Miller
All
High
right.
Life, some PBRs, like something light, refreshing, so it keeps people entertained and for guests around.
That's awesome. Our stupid state, that's illegal to do.
Oh, it's illegal, yeah.
Yeah. To give away free alcohol is illegal.
Well, the Commonwealth is very, very
Yeah,
strict
in
about
our
like
state,
alcohol
yeah.
rules. Like you can't have specials after 9 p.m. stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
unless you
when
run
people
them
do like
every
reverse
day.
late night happy hours, we can't do that.
Yeah, unless you run them every day.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can have.
Yeah,
like,
run it every
a
day, but
late
you don't
night
tell
special.
people until after 9. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh, that
weird,
Jameson's
yeah.
actually
Like, defeats the
$5 now.
purpose of
Yeah,
having
it
daily
does.
specials.
Yeah, it does. It defeats the purpose because then it's like, oh.
Have you seen anybody try to abuse that rule you guys have for the beer for people waiting in line? Hell yeah. Yeah. What are some scams they're running? Take notes.
Since we are on the golf course, like a lot of times, like we'll have golfers walk in and they're not on the wait, and they're just like, "Yeah, can I get a free beer?"
Oh.
And then we're like, yo, it's only for the guests on the wait list. You know, we give them the
He's like, I've been here waiting.
Oh,
As a golf
heard.
guy.
Can I get on the wait list? I'm like,
I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do.
That's stupid.
We'll get guys that'll walk in, grab a beer, walk out, come and say like, oh, can I go in for my wife? Grab a beer, walk out. Yo, can I go in for my brother? Grab a beer, and then you're outside of like 3 beers, just triple fisting this shit.
They ain't gonna do a single one.
They can't wait for a drink from the cart girl. Like she comes around if you're golfing. What are they doing, man?
They're out. Yeah, she's out there.
Yeah.
But I do think that's a smart move though. Having given them the beers, because by the time you're like 4 or 5 in, you're like, man, I want
Hell yeah,
to
bro.
eat.
Yo, we have a thing where like, yo, we try to reset their mental clock every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So, like, yo, you're standing outside. Like, if I go out there, I talk to the guests, we give them a free beer. They got kids, maybe some French fries.
You've bought yourself 30 to 45 minutes.
You just mentally buy yourself
Yeah.
something. We do a thing where, yo, if you go on our IG right now, you'll see her singing.
Here it is. Dookie.
So sometimes you might walk in the door of Apocalypse and somebody will be standing there singing and you're like, what is going on? Here's the deal. We have this really cool tradition. Whenever one of our team members breaks a glass, they have the honor and the privilege of singing a song for everybody in the building at that moment.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll add that in post.
So we have a rule that anytime anybody breaks glass, like a glass cup or something, you have to sing a song. And we
breaking glass?
Wasteland is the busiest
We're
part to call
bartenders.
you
We
up.
break
man.
glasses all the time.
I would just
no.
sing happy birthday and people would be pissed.
What's your song? What's your go? So then, what are your go-to songs for all three of you? You break a glass.
I mean, that's
Yo, so the idea is that it's like, yo, it's obviously not to embarrass our staff, but to give the guests a better experience. Like, yo, what do we get from like, yo, you broke a glass. Obviously that costs something, but at the end of the day, the glass is costing us maybe like 80 cents to $1.
Oh, yeah.
Or I can.
Yeah, but what's that to a memory to a guest?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, the whole idea is to give them an experience.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, because I love that because that combats what happens normally when someone breaks a glass. You get the dickheads. Oh, nice. Like, shut the fuck up, man. I could have cut myself. I'm fucking in pain.
So
Like,
now when we get our regulars, when people drop glass, instead of clapping, they're like, sing.
Yeah, because they know the name.
Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston.
Behind it. Yeah.
So, Jason, what's your go-to song?
I'm a horrible singer, but I guess pretty bad. I done Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah,
Wow.
you got to do it so you know the lyrics.
He's
right
a lover.
away.
Yeah, he's a lover over there. I can tell
Yeah.
that. He's
Happy
To the chorus, and
birthday.
that's it.
sweet.
You see this guy drop and break a glass, you're just like, he looks up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, it's such a good movie. It's a sleight of hand distraction. Glass breaks. I'm like, did you guys see that? Oh shit! That's crazy. Let me sweep this up. And song of choice.
I mean, damn, I've sung so many songs already.
Sweet
Caroline. No, I hate that
Oh
song.
yeah. I mean, we all do.
Don't ever
That's
play
how that
that
works.
song for me.
Yeah.
If you're listening, don't play it.
That's a white person's Knuck If You Buck. I love that. I fucking love that song.
Young Wayne for president.
I always thought it was Wagon Wheel. That's what I thought.
Wagon wheel.
Wagon
Wheel.
Yeah, that's something, but that's Sweet Caroline. Them people love that shit.
Yeah, they do. Especially when your name is Caroline
Oh, yeah.
and you work in a bar with a jukebox, and that's all they would play.
Hey, I play this song for you, guy. You hear I play it for you. I'm putting
Like,
Creed
you
Fast
haven't heard it
Pass.
today?
Yeah.
I'll play it 5 more times for you. Oh my God, stop. Like, I'm going to turn it off.
Yeah, you're still avoiding the question though. What are you singing?
The last song I sang was Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk.
That's a good one.
I've done...
That song is the reason I got a pinky ring. Literally, that's it. Literally, I was like, man, I was like, I was like, I need a pinky ring. I'm gonna get me a fucking pinky ring.
We've done Nickelback, Spice Girls, NSYNC, you know.
Oh, you got a whole catalog.
Classics.
You got a
Nice.
whole
You gotta
catalog.
switch it up every time. You can't sing the same song.
Well, I mean, you don't have to switch it up if you're not breaking a lot of glass.
True.
I mean, I sang a lot.
It'd be like that from time to time.
Sometimes you just can't help it. It just happens.
I have a question, and this doesn't have to be at your current bar. I don't want to put that in your customers, in your guests' minds on this question.
I'm nervous.
Have you? No, it's not that bad.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
No, it's not that bad.
Hey, y'all be pissing in the drinks? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Have you ever been pouring, like, you're making 4 drinks for a table and you're really busy and you pouring and then you notice you get to the last drink and you've been pouring the wrong thing? Have you ever just been like, yeah, screw it, just finish the drink and just send it out?
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
The Jim Beam and Jack Daniels are side by side, man. They're side by side.
You're like, shit.
Yo, once you realize they're like a couple of drinks in.
It's fair game then. It's fair game then. Yeah.
I used to work at like a really, really super like big, busy bar, and like I'll be on service, and like sometimes I don't see the bottles that I'm picking up.
Yeah, you're just going.
So I'm just like ripping it, and I'm like, oh fuck it, run it.
I have a question that's similar to this, but it's kind of in opposite vein. Have you ever made a drink knowing it was a mess up so you could drink it?
No.
I've seen some bartenders before. They're like, "Oh, you didn't order a shot of Jameson? That's crazy!" Boom. No, you just come on, man. What are you doing?
I ain't fooling nobody.
I ain't done that because a lot like the places over there, like a lot of bars don't let you drink.
Oh yeah. Virginia, same. They don't.
Yeah, none of ours at all let you drink.
I was in DC for a few years, and it's encouraged. They're like, "Don't let them do a shot by yourself." I was like, "I'm 7 shots in, man. It's 7 p.m." But ever happened? Yeah, no.
At least I don't think I'd rather like risk my jaw for a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, not for a shot. That's how I've always looked at it. It's like, I'll have fun later. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I got to pay these bills, baby.
I don't think I've ever purposely done that.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done it a couple times, but it'd be simple things. It'll be simple things.
I mean, y'all are degenerates, but we're the Bargoyles.
But these guys know I'm not the best bartender, so it's like I'm a good help.
I would never call you a bartender.
I'm not a bartender. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. Whenever they need a bar back, I'm like, I'll bar back you.
I am probably the best bar back you're going to get. But,
for some reason, bartender, this guy does pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, nothing's worse than a manager who steps behind a bar to help out, and they're just fucking.
They're just going to fuck it up. I know I'm not going to fuck it up because I know my lane. Yeah, I know my lane. Yes. You have to know your lane as a manager. Don't be too cocky.
Every now and then, Darian would step in behind bar with me, and he's like, "Hey, I'm making a Long Island." I was like, "Are you?" And he would just hand me a glass with ice. He goes, "Yeah, here you go." I was like, "Oh, what a good help, man! Thanks for the scoop, bro. You saved me 0.3 seconds, man. Thank you."
I stand there next to her sometimes. I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna make this." I'm like, "Wait, what goes in it? What goes in it?"
Just get out the way. Yeah, go.
Just get out the way, bro.
If you have to ask any questions, you're not helping now. Yeah. But I can pour a beer with the best of them.
Yeah, I make a mean Bud Light.
Yeah, that 45.
Shit, you like that head?
Meet me in the bathroom.
Speaking of the same manager, Darian, man, we've been hit on a Saturday night, and he'll just come like, "Yeah, I'm gonna help you." Breaks a glass and then walks away.
Doesn't even sing.
Yeah, that dude was a trip to work with.
Oh my goodness.
And me and him used to work the same shifts together. It was like, well, I guess I'm pulling double duty today.
That's wild.
I think the worst is when you're extremely busy and glass breaks in your fucking ice.
In the ice, yeah. Then you burn the ice.
And you scream at your barber like, hurry the fuck up.
Yeah. You're scooping ice out of a bucket.
Yeah. You gotta pour grenadine on it first, let everyone know. Ice is dead.
Then you got that new server who just serves like, why is it red? Oh, I still need ice.
Ooh, slushy ice. Oh, it's getting even redder. My hand's cut. What's going on?
I was making a Shirley Temple anyway.
You guys ever have any bad issues with underage people using fakes at your guys' spot? If not, just within the history of you guys bartending at all?
I mean, history, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Especially in Miami.
Yeah, I would figure in Miami.
We get a lot of like when school is happening, you know, we'll get a lot of like FIU, UM.
Oh, yeah.
So I also like part time, like on my all days off. I work at a rooftop.
Okay.
Right next to the University of Miami.
Yeah.
So I get people from all over the country.
Right.
And
Oh yeah. No, it's a North Dakota ID. Hey, but you're speaking Spanish, bro. Come on, man. They don't speak that out there. They don't speak that out there. What's going on?
I do my job. I look at it. I make sure the date's there. Like I can't really tell. Like no.
Yeah.
I did my part.
So is Miami a? Because
It's not Miami. North Cuba. Go ahead. Sorry.
Is Miami a heavy IDing city though? Because I figure like a city down here, like where we're at now in New Orleans, they're not IDing anybody.
We haven't been
too
ID'd
busy.
yet.
They're just assuming everybody's of age. Is Miami like? Are they IDing at the door? Because most places have like bouncers, security.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay,
bro.
it depends where you're going. I just don't know what because
Yeah,
where we're at,
we haven't been
100%
ID'd yet, have we?
ID. Down here,
Yeah.
we had
Oh,
an ID to get into the show.
Yeah,
last
didn't
night.
check.
That was it.
Was just checking the list.
That was
though, yeah.
checking-
I think we did get an ID at the gay bar, but he said he was just checking my address. So I don't know if that was.
Oh, yeah, he was just gonna come check you out later.
If you go to the city, you for sure get ID at the door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the door, right? Yeah, yeah,
100%.
at the door. Yeah.
Fun little trick. The nightclub I used to work at in DC. If you think someone has a fake, ask them the birthday. They always remember the birthday. They're like, "Cool. What's your star sign?" They never remember the star sign. They're like, "Oh, it was January 13th." You're like, "All right, star sign." Capra Libricorn. They don't remember that one at all. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
a fun
you
little
catch a
trick.
fake. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't ran into too many fakes in my day. I've had people like that were clearly underage give me their ID. Like, oh, he's just gonna look at the picture. Like, no,
I
I'm good.
admire I wish
At
that's
least
happened a
they're
few
break-
times.
Yo, like,
That's
give them
bold.
props.
Yeah, I was like, yo, good for you.
Yo, I'll
It
be-
didn't work with me. Try her.
I've had staff before, like previous places I've managed, where I've caught people not properly checking IDs before. And I had to let them go. Like,
Yeah,
what
I
are
mean,
you
you have to.
doing,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
What do you? Well, if for us, it's like a $10,000 ABC violation. Like,
Yeah.
we're not risking that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you can go to jail yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can get screwed over. Like, and it's you just look through real quick. I look at picture, birthday, and then I go.
And I, was,
If it looks crazy,
I always check the bag because one time I did get an ID and it was empty in the bag.
had no.
Oh,
Fucking,
whoa.
it's a Pokemon card.
Jeez. Yo, it's a Charizard original, bro.
Yeah. My thing is look at it and I do this. I'm like, all right, as long as I see something in the bag,
Yeah.
no.
Have you
My thing
guys
is
ever-
grab it and look at the camera like, all right, I'm looking. All right, cool. You can't fire me.
Have you guys ever worked at a place that has the scanners for the ID?
I
Yeah, I have once.
I saw that here this time we were
Just like put it in.
went into one of these bars.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
First time
Oh, it's got like the blue light. Yeah.
Yeah, they just scan it and says it goes. And it's like, yeah.
Bargoyles tip of the day: if you're at a place that they have the blue light scanner, make sure you haven't come on your pants recently and step away from the blue light. That's happened. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a Baba bar. That was embarrassing. All right, you want to go to a vote here, boys?
Has that. Yo, have you guys been to Bourbon Street, right?
Yes.
Right out at Toulouse.
Oh, that bar called the Dungeon.
No, I haven't been there.
Oh my god. you
Oh,
should try
before
it.
y'all leave, go in there.
It's
Okay,
so
the
dope.
Dungeon.
It's like
small,
I would
but
say
it's
in that street, it's like the only cool-ish bar.
Yeah.
Like you play heavy metal, fucking death shit everywhere.
Okay.
Like heavy fucking dark shit. But like there's like a blue light like that's hitting you right at the door, which makes fucking sense because the bouncers checking IDs with the blue light right on top of them.
Right.
And then like you see people walk in with like stains everywhere.
Yeah. You see some girl just get out of the Uber and she's got a stain on the. You're like, whoa, baby, don't kiss me on the cheek no more.
They're in all white to the place.
All white Miami parties.
Diddy
baby.
party.
We don't. No more Diddy. No Diddy. Guys, we don't do that.
How many ditties could diddle if Diddy
All
could
right.
diddle?
As a team here for Apocalypse Bar, popular barbecue spot on the golf course for all my white men with money. Tip them out. Let's talk about whether or not we consider them to be bar friend or bar enemy. DeConte, you go first.
I'm gonna have to go ahead just off of how y'all work together, your culture, how y'all bartend and work together. I think that to me is all friend. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bar.
Yeah, he works at a spot with no teamwork. None of that. Yeah. Oh man. Well,
I'm
yeah.
worried now because you guys always do opposite, right? Great.
Oh, we talk about it. We have talked about it before. We're like, all right, whatever the first person says, whoever disagrees, you have to go next to create drama. But for the people at home, this is Tales of a Cocktail. If someone is here, they're
There's not gonna be very
almost a
many-
certified bar friend. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting a lot of dickheads at this conference unless they're sponsors. Then we don't know. But we haven't had any sponsors on the show yet.
Or the guy who complimented you, and then when you went to give our business cards, I didn't want to interact with you.
I had the Jack Daniels shirt. We're walking out Bourbon. He goes, "Yo, bro, nice shirt." I see a wristband. I was like, "Oh, he's Tails. It's an alcohol shirt." I was like, "Hey, man." I give the card. I'm like, "It's a podcast. Check it out." He goes, "I didn't want to interact with you, man." I was like, You interacted with me. I was like, you said nice shirt. I was just saying, oh hey, check out this thing. He's like, I want to talk to you. I was like,
And he was here for Tails?
Yeah.
I saw anybody with wristbands. I'm assuming, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of bars giving wristbands at
for
so
sure.
maybe he may
Everybody we've ran into has been pretty fucking friendly.
Oh, everyone else we've ran into is
yeah.
really nice. Every single other person.
We keep joking. We want to collect the wristbands like girls in high school. This is a kiss. This is second base. This is when I get to third base with Jimmy Stevens. You guys remember prom? That's this one. Yeah, but I'm going friend. And I love the culture you guys have. I love the fact that I love when I ask a question for the whole restaurant. You guys may not know this consciously. You all kind of like look left and right at each other to kind of get that confirmation. Like, oh, no, as a team, when someone comes on, it's on all of us. There aren't favorites between trainers and leads. I really love that aspect of it because sometimes you get, especially at places that don't have a good training program, you'll see someone who's like, oh, they were trained by Steve. They're great. They were trained by Jacob. They suck. And like you'll see a lot of that. But seeing that culture you guys have, like 100%.
Like I come into that, like I'm always learning every single day, right?
Yeah.
So it's always more room to improve. You're never gonna be perfect.
We're big on
Not in this
education.
industry.
No,
When we started the restaurant, it was my first time ever managing,
General managing.
general managing to like opening a fresh
Brick and mortar.
restaurant from the get-go. Like,
Yeah.
I did not have that experience at all. Like,
You didn't have any bad habits.
I didn't
That's
have any
good.
bad habits.
Yeah.
Like Carolina's opened bars before. So
Yeah.
she was someone I leaned on a lot, like to
yeah.
teach me a lot of shit because I just didn't know this like about it.
Right, yeah.
Like I'm still learning from like staff. Like I'll get servers from like restaurants that have mad experience,
Yeah.
and they'll like mention we're very open to like feedback,
Right.
Because they still.
No, iron sharpens iron.
That's so key. That's so key to not take offense to
I heard
somebody
that
on the
yesterday in one of the seminars, and I was like, that's my favorite saying right now.
Oh, so good. It is a Christian saying. Bible, check it out. New King James. Son of a pastor. Sorry, I had to put that out there.
As we were at a death metal.
Yes.
His first death metal
Son of
concert,
Abraham.
actually.
First one. I don't know if you could tell. I was having a great time. That was my first one. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man. We were
He
killing
jumped in the
it.
pit and everything, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking with the pit because, like, how I look at it is, if these get broken,
Oh no, brother! I took him off and I gave him.
you had someone to hand it to.
Yeah, I heard.
I had no one to hand it to because
Oh,
he was
yeah.
jumping.
After like the third round, I was like, "Oh man, I'm good here." The song went crazy. I was like, "Hold my drink, man! I gotta get back out there." Like that was a great
for
fucking
5
time.
seconds, and I got yeeted.
I had somebody. I had someone on the. You know how the people on the edges were like keep him back in.
Yeah.
I was standing next to this dude and he was doing this and I was like, "What's up, bro? What's up, man?" He's like, "No, dog." Like I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I'm in the. Oh my bad.
I don't want to interact.
I thought. Yo, fucking enemy, man! Fuck this dude! Fuck Angel! And Nick, what do you got? Go ahead for the vote.
Friend all the way,
Friend all the
easy
way.
peasy.
Yeah.
Culture, barbecue, friendship, family.
You really love barbecue. I'm really.
Yeah, it's everything. It's just
That meat.
yeah, we have the meats. It's just
Check in for the podcast later tonight.
on the Patreon. It just I kind of gravitate towards what you guys were saying a lot, and one of those things where it's like I feel like I could fully immerse myself in your guys' zone because everything you stand for, I also stand for. So it's just one of those things. It's an easy choice, super easy.
I think what Nick is saying is, are you guys hiring?
Nick
He
can't
likes
ask
Miami.
that. I like my old lady would hate that. She would hate that. Yeah, but no, you guys are dope, really dope, and I knew that going in. When we met you guys last night, I was like, oh, they're gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, they're
gonna be a lot
Once I ran into Angel in the pit, I was like, we're gonna have a great
You know,
show.
honestly, I said what's up to him. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. And I saw you in the pit. I was like, oh, all right.
Fucking night,
You saw your shoes, like fuck your shoes.
I felt that, man. I felt that.
When an A-Town stomp all over his fucking.
I didn't tell him. I like bringing white vans on vacation, just dirtying them up, and then because I used to like put a little note. I was like, all right, New Orleans, 2024.
Oh, that's cool.
But then after you got like 10 pairs of dirty vans on there, you're like. This is stupid. This is,
Sounds like a
now I just have a
psycho.
bunch of like I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear these again. I can't pretend it was just for the vacation. So, but these are my primo dirtied up. So like I can line that footprint up with your heel. I promise you right there. I promise you right now.
That's a move.
Oh please, before we crap, you guys got plugs, your socials. Did you guys want to plug the bar? Are you guys on Instagram, social media, Facebook?
Yeah, Apocalypse Barbecue on Instagram, Tin Shaker Flash.
Barbell turtle.
Nice.
LA Jason.
Hello, Jason.
And then Jason.
LA
Jason, baby. Yeah. But feel free, text that to him.
Text all those
We'll make
to
sure
me.
we'll put it up
We'll
on the
link
screen
on
after
our-
this. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, but appreciate y'all for tuning in. We have no idea what episode number this is. It could be 108, 109, 110. We're doing a bunch of that while here. Tune in as always. If you're in Miami, Isaac, you're in Miami. You and your girl, go check. I don't even know if you're golfers, but go fucking hit that spot.
Public golf course.
Get my meat, Isaac.
Yeah. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you next time. Mwah. Hey, great fucking show, guys. Yeah. Tuck it in. That is literally my pickup technique for You guys this morning
That's
were
a
like,
fact. Gordon did it.
once you guys went in, you're like, run it.
No, we were sitting on
Take a drug test.
It's hard not to. I was like, this will be my first one. Actually, I had a couple of them.
Is this your first Tails?
Yeah, this is first Tails. Yeah.
First, the cameras.
This is my first Tails. First time in New Orleans.
Nice. Same for him.
Yeah, it's dope.